Hello, my name is Paul Regan. I'm from the Insight School of Art in London, and I'm going to show you how to paint a tree. I'm going to start off by drawing in the tree trunk and the branches. Just using some raw umber for now. Obviously all trees are different, all tree shapes are different, they grow in different ways, but this is just an idea to get you started. I'm following a photograph and I'm making sure that the branches get smaller as they get further away. And as I run out of paint, I can come back to the same area in the tree trunk and get smaller as I get further away. It's best to work and have a look at a tree, paint from that tree, or if you can't do that, then you haven't got that available, then a decent photograph of a tree that's going to show you how it grows. Now once I've got, this is using a number 4 brush, once I've got the main branches in, I might want to get thinner and start using something like a rigger brush, which has a very long point to it, which holds a lot of paint but makes a very thin mark. And so I can actually add smaller branches. I just hold it right towards the end and just wiggle it as I'm following the shape of the branches. Make sure if you're using oil paints there's plenty of liquid so that the paint spreads well. You get nice and thin at the tops. What you don't want to do is get wider as they get further up. It will feel like the branches should break off. And if you were just doing a tree without any foliage on, you'd probably keep going and put in lots more branches. But I'm gonna put some foliage on this tree. So I'm going to stop there with the branches. I'm going to take a slightly larger brush. I'm going to take a number 8 filbert brush. I'm going to mix a fairly autumnal green. Use some lemon yellow, ultramarine, which is a very bright colour. And then to make it more autumnal, just going to take a tiny bit of crimson, just to take the strength out of the colour. So I'm going to start blocking in the area with dabs, fairly impressionistic dabs, of the space that the foliage takes up. I'm going for a fairly dark colour, then I'm going to put the lighter colours where the light hits on top. Don't worry if you run out of colour, like I've just done. Just mix some more, doesn't matter if it's slightly different. Not all greens on the tree are going to be exactly the same. So it's quite nice having a slight bit of variation there. If I was working on a blue background or a sky coloured background, then that would be coming through these little white gaps, and that's quite good. You don't want to block out the sky totally. It will make it look a little bit too much like a lollipop. Let the sky come through. Now if I want to put some lighter and darker tones on, I can just add a little bit of black to yellow. Slightly thicker so I can put the paint on top of the thin paint, and just think about the areas of shadow underneath the tree, under the canopies of each block of foliage. And if I want to go lighter, I'm going to clean my brush, give it a good dry, take a fairly bright green, using the same colours, so mixing it with a bright green. I'm going to use the same ultramarine lemon yellow. If I start using different greens and different yellows, then it won't look like it belongs to the same tree in the right season, in the right lighting, right time of day. So really limit the colours that you're using. And that can just sort of highlight where the light might be hitting. So that's just a quick example of how you might like to have a go at trying to paint a tree using oil paint.